I'm in Scotland, just in the border region, not far over the border from England into Scotland, in a small town which, for many years, nobody had ever heard of. And then one day, this little town was headline news all over the world. And overnight, this quiet little town had become one of the world's biggest crime scenes. This is Lockerbie. Hello, this is Craig and welcome to Craig's Life, and welcome to just a little bit of a solemn moment. I am in a hotel in Lockerbie. Where I'm going to be working is nowhere near here. I'm going probably about an hour and a half further north in the morning, but I wanted to break up my journey and I stopped here in this town. On the 21st of December 1988, the peace in this quiet little town was shattered when Pan Am Flight 103, a Boeing 747 en route from Heathrow to Detroit, exploded in the skies above us right here. I can remember seeing on the news the shattered remains of the cockpit on its side in a field not far from here, and the pictures of the crater in the middle of the town where the central fuselage hit. 270 people lost their lives, 259 passengers and crew, and 11 on the ground. People remember Lockerbie for that. Unfortunately, people remember Lockerbie for what happened rather than what it is. It's a nice little town where people were just getting ready for the holiday. A terrorist bomb brought the plane down. The terrorist was tried and imprisoned. But for Pan Am, that bomb, which had been secreted inside of a radio cassette player, put in a bag and put on the plane, should never have been allowed on the plane because there was no passenger with that case, a breach of federal aviation rules. The subsequent trial, publicity, eventually led to the demise of Pan Am, and they ceased all operations in 1991, with their routes and assets being taken over by Delta. I flew Pan Am in 1978 to California on board one of their Boeing 747s, and I was amazed at the time as a kid that something so big could get off the ground, and it was just amazing to be on this magnificent, huge aircraft. I want you to think just for a minute before we have a quick look at this room. The next time you go through an airport and you complain about the lines at security and that the fact you've got to take your laptop out of the bag and you're only allowed 100 millilitres of liquids, all of that is being done to stop this happening again. Now that we've just had a few moments to think about the people in Lockerbie, let's have a look at this hotel. I am at the Sure by Best Western Hotel. I believe it used to be called the Queen, judging by the signs as you come in. It's cost me £90 for the night. As I say, I'm breaking up my journey on the way up to a place called New Mains, further north near Motherwell. But I wanted to have a little look in this hotel because it's quite a long drive. So let's have a little look at this hotel and see what you think. I want to point one thing out right now. I don't have any lights on in the room. This light that you see all around me is from a spotlight right up there shining up at the building. And let's have a look around and see what we think. This is the view that greets us as we enter the room. So we have very nice chandelier. This is actually looks like a stately home. As we pull up, we have a wonderful huge bay window there. We've got a bed here. This is actually a double bed. It is actually a little bit small, but if there's two people in there, you may struggle. Also, just to the left as we come in, we have this little cupboard here in which we have a separate heater, fan, more pillows, ironing board, hairdryer, as well as lots of hanging space. We've got a luggage rack here, tea and coffee. We have a nice desk area. There's a socket there, which isn't too far away from the bed. And we also have a socket just there, both with USBs. The socket on the right's got the USBs. These are just plug sockets, but we've got plenty around. And we've got a wonderful little seating area just here. And here with our tea and coffee and a couple of biscuits here. So as I just look around, and if we just look up at the lovely bay there, we can actually see, but I say no lights are actually on in the room right now, apart from one over the bed. But you're probably going to get a bit dazzled. There it is, a little bit dazzled. That is the light shining up. But these curtains are actually very, very thick, and they do actually look like they are blackout. So hopefully that will get rid of quite a lot of any of the light. Wonderful leather back chair there as well, actually. And this chair that I was just sitting on a little moment ago there was very comfortable indeed. So here's a good thing that I like about the Wi-Fi. You've got this QR code. All you need to do is just scan it, and the Wi-Fi will connect automatically without the need to find it on your phone and key enter the password in. Not seen that before. That's really cool. Really like that. So as we open the door to the bathroom, toilet directly in front of us, basin, and we have a bath with an electric shower over it and a shower curtain. So it's a very narrow little bathroom. You can see what they've done. I mean, this was a manor house that's been extended to accommodate into a hotel. You can see what they've done, and as you can see as well, there's a few little rough edges there in the laminate. But it's obviously been done for a while, but I really like what they've done in the hotel as a whole. Now it is time to give this hotel a score, 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. This is a Sunday night. It is the 4th of December 2022. There are only 3 cars out there in the car park, and one of them is mine, so there's no restaurant or bar open tonight, which doesn't matter because I've brought some of my own anyway, which isn't a massive problem. I think there's only about 40 rooms overall in this hotel. There's no electronic key cards. They're actually with traditional keys, but this room is very warm. It's very comfortable. It's very nicely done. Bathroom's a little bit basic, but the room is really, really cozy. End of the day, as far as the bathroom's concerned, you go in there, you do what you need to do, you get out. You're going to be sleeping in the bed, you're not going to be sleeping in the bathtub. So as far as the room's concerned, I really like this. So also with the score, I've got the new bit which I'm adding to as well, which is to say, will I stay here again? So first of all, score 4, easily. Really liking this hotel, and would I stay here again? Yes, absolutely. And I would recommend this hotel to anybody. So if you're on your way up north and you want a little rest stop, a little break, you're not far from the motorway there. There is a small amount of traffic noise that I can hear out there at the moment, but I shouldn't imagine that being too much of an issue. I'm sure it will die down a little bit overnight. But I think this hotel is absolutely lovely. So there we are, the Sure Best Western here in Lockerbie. And to the 270 souls who lost their lives on 21st of December 1988, may they rest in peace. Until next time on Craig's Life. Bye-bye.